Now, we're starting it on the assault. The assault is going down. And here we go. Up ahead, the first vehicles were closing in on the white schoolhouse. The Zettelmeyer had cleared a way for the lead platoon, comprising of 4 LAVs and a G-Wagon, to take position next to the schoolhouse. It was at this point that the Taliban decided to make their presence known by firing an anti-tank recoilless rifle round at the softest vehicle of this lead platoon, the G-Wagon. The round went right through the front windshield, causing immediate casualties. Next, our whole assault opened up all at once. Every cannon, every coaxial machine gun was firing. Taliban were coming out of the weeds all around us, out of tunnels, windows, mouse holes. They had held their powder to the last second, and then it was game on. They had the defender's advantage, and they used it. The call went out on the radio that one of our vehicles was hit, and we had casualties. As this was happening, one of the LAVs that was stuck next to the schoolhouse went nose first into a ditch and was stuck. I was trying to listen on the radio when suddenly the troops who were sticking out of the top hatches of our LAV yelled, "Holy fuck, they're right there!" They let go a burst from their C7s, followed by a grenade from a rifle-mounted grenade launcher. At that moment, our artillery began raining down and air support started dropping bombs on the Taliban. I felt helpless during all this chaos because the plan for us as snipers was to get involved only once objective rugby had been achieved. At that point, we would get up on the school's roof and provide cover for the bound to the next objective. But in this situation, Barry, Cash, those were your sniper teammates, Barry, Cash, and I were stuck inside the LAV right at the time when our shooting skills were needed most up top. I was working the radio, doing my best to keep everyone in the vehicle informed of what was happening up ahead. "Okay, we've got 3 wounded in action and 1 killed in action," I said, relaying the message that there were 3 wounded soldiers and 1 who was killed in the G-Wagon that had been hit. Every soldier had a ZAP number, which would be used as an identifier in case you were wounded or killed in the field. Standard operating procedure was that if someone died in combat, you never revealed their name during the battle. At this point, we didn't know which soldier had been killed in that attack on the G-Wagon. And no one seemed to know the ZAP number either. Finally, the major got on the radio, "I need to know now. Who the fuck just got killed?" The radio crackled, and a voice came on. "It was Warrant Officer Rick Nolan, sir." Rick Nolan was the soldier I had a brief argument with the day before. I've always felt bad that our last conversation was a little strained. Rick was a good man and a great soldier. Sitting in the front seat of that G-Wagon, he had no chance of surviving a direct rocket hit. I looked at Barry and Cash. We were all stunned into silence. No matter how much you prepare for that moment when a soldier you know becomes a casualty, there's nothing that compares to the actual feeling. On top of that, it was jarring for all of us because we just didn't expect a soldier with his level of experience and status to be the first one taken out on the mission.